Wayne Felber, a good friend of the Palm Beach Improv. So it's going to be a great show. We got a good lineup tonight, so we're going to say enjoy the show. Give it up for your host, your MC, Mike Cintron.
Oh, come on, it's Wednesday night. They call it Hump Day. We're here for Wayne Felber. West Palm Beach, let's make some noise! There you go. There you go. Oh my God. A lot of disappointed bosses are going to be looking at us tomorrow, but that's all right. We're going to party for a good reason. My name is Mike Cintron. I'll be your host this evening. I'm ready to let loose, have fun, and have a good time. Who's with me? Yes! It's Hispanic Heritage Month? Or, it's so Hispanic, right? It's like, we're not quite September, we're not quite October, we're right in the middle. I like how Netflix was like, drop cocaine cowboys right now. America needs to know. It's great, I'm here. I like to, I'm single and ready to mingle. Let's try. Any single people out here? Cry. I'll be here for you, don't worry. No, it's great. I'm on all those single dating sites. That's right. I matched up with a tall chick recently. When I say tall, I mean 5'6". Love them tall. Any tall chicks in the house? Come here, let me see. Hold on. Prove to the world. Oh, you are tall. Here. Give it up for her. Blonde angel in the audience. Come on. I feel like I can hang out on your shoulder like a squirrel. You know what I mean? She introduced me to her parents. This is my boyfriend, Mike Cintron. Get out of hand. She would put me in her purse like a designer dog. It'd be great. I'm on all those dating websites. That's right. I'm on OkCupid. I don't know if anyone's heard of that one. Call that OK Stupid. A lot of idiots don't bother with that one. There's Plenty of Fish. Have you heard of that one? POF? He's like, why did you point me out right now, bro? I'm on a date. Oh man, how long have you guys been married for? I'm glad I survived. 18, right? I'm still on the clock. All right, cool. Oh, good. It's like being at a job. You're like, all right, I'm still here, and I'm not furloughed yet. Thank you. All right. 18. I'm glad a girl wants to date me for 18 days. So good. Give it up for them, everybody. Love for 18 years. Yeah. Plenty of Fish. That's the new back page, West Palm Beach. If you didn't know, you're lonely out there. Guys know that. That's got to be the worst name for a dating website. That's like, hey, humans don't want to date you anymore. Go into the ocean and die. Find a lobster, little dude. All right. I'm on another one. You might have heard of it. It's called Farmers Only. There's a picture of me holding a rake. I'm like, where the hose at? All right, that's enough. Here's another one I've been checking out called sexoffenders.com. Hear me out, okay? Looking for those women who had a relationship with a student in their classroom. Now they live west on Lake Worth. I'm like, don't have a relationship with your student in the classroom. Date a short guy. I'll wear a onesie with a little hat propeller. It'll be great. Good role play. It'd be great. No, it's great. I'm here. I'm glad having a good time. Smoked some weed earlier. Any weed smokers? Cool. Awesome. He's like, I got 2 blunts right now. Let's do it. Did 15 years of pot research. Did it for you guys. Whole 15 years of pot research. One thing I learned is that pot will make you forget 15 years of research. That's right. It's fun. 55 years. Yes! Still going strong. I was smoking the joint coming out of my mama. No, it's great. I was born a premature baby, that's right. This is what we look like when we're adults. They said when I was born, I was 3 pounds and 5 ounces. That's right. Like what you're eating weighed more than me. It's great. The doctor could hold me in a hand, literally handed me to my mom, was like, name it, but don't get attached, and then just walked out of the operating room. I'm gonna count that as an applause break. She went for it, but then she heard the ahs. This is my life, people. I can talk about it, okay? It's comedy. Glad you guys felt bad for me, though. It's all right. The doctor said, he's like, listen, he's gonna be a spicy chicken nugget. All right, Dunkin' Ranch. Okay, who got their COVID vaccine here? Anybody got the vaccine shot? Awesome. Spit in my mouth later. I need antibodies. That'd be great. That's great. I got the Moderna. You know, I gotta protect my parents and my grandparents and all that. And I like when I meet someone with Pfizer. They have that energy about it, right? They're like 99%, bro. But if I meet someone with JJ, I'm like, we can't date right now. No, you're only 60% covered. It's great. I don't know. I'm glad that we're here having a good time. We're being safe. Enjoying ourselves. Clap it up for yourselves, having a good time. You know, we're here for a good cause. And it's unfortunate, you know. I grew up Hispanic. Any Hispanics in the house? No way! Wait, I do recognize you from Cocaine Cowboys. No, true. He was running the boats. I was looking at that whole documentary. I'm like, I could have done that. All right. No, I grew up Hispanic, Puerto Rican single-parent household. Grew up with my grandma. We call that abuela, right? Did you have abuela, abuelita? There's 2 different kinds. You had abuela. See, I'm going to teach you right now, white people. Abuelita is the sweet one. She makes you croquetas and knits your sweater. Abuela beats the shit out of you, pretty much. Exactly. Favorite weapon? Say it one more time. Chancletas, zapatos, shoes. Pretty much her weapons are on her feet the entire time when you're talking to her. She's crazy. One time I mouthed off to her, she became that character from Mortal Kombat. She was like Scorpion. Get over here, mijo! And threw the chancleta at me. I started running down a hallway, up a flight of stairs, into a bedroom. I shut the door. I heard chancleta going through the house, like... I heard a knock at the door. Who is it? It's okay, mijo. It's abuelita now. I made you some croquetas. Open the door. We'll talk about this. West Palm, I opened the door. My grandma was not there, but the chancleta slapped me right upside the head. Thank you. And I'm going to count that as an applause break. That's an official one. I'm having fun up here. It's great. Anybody here believe in vampires? I know, weird segue. No? You don't believe in vampires? Kinda, right? If you don't, let me take you to Cheetah's after the show. I'll point out 4 vampires. Like, watch out for Crystal. She'll suck your wallet dry, bro. No more 401k. All right. That's great. I'm going to get off on this one. Definitely drink up. I'm going to be having tequila shots. Patron, yes. No salt, just a lime. I like it neat. Let's cut to the chase. So definitely drink up. I'll probably get some tacos later. Thank you to the Improv for having a great memorial next door earlier. That was so fun. Everyone that shared. It was really great. It was great to see a lot of great people here. I'll tell you a quick story about my time I met Wayne Felber. The first time ever. It was right here. My first time ever doing stand-up comedy. I signed up for the New Faces. Wayne was there. He came up to me and like, "Hey, is this your first time doing comedy?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I don't know what I'm doing. He's like, it's okay, you're going to bomb. And by the way, you smell like hot dog water and farts. And you know, he was right. That's why I stopped wearing cool water. That was a bad cologne. You guys ready for this comedy show tonight? You guys are awesome. Keep that lovely energy going. We're gonna have a good time. Please, coming up to the stage, this young man is one of my favorites. He is a legend in the comedy industry. Please welcome G-Man.
Mike smells like cool water. You guys ever been on the Blue Ridge Parkway? Right? Or like a 2-lane road where it's just one way each way? There's some douchebag in a white van just holding up like 20 vehicles behind them, right? They're honking, they're cursing, right? I'm that douchebag. I drove 12 hours from North Carolina to my love for Wayne and to homage and a tribute to the trumpet. I met Wayne almost 15 years ago next door at Sharon. I was there the night he proposed to you. The first time I met Wayne, he actually, true story, he almost ate me. And he mistook me for lightly salted, dry roasted cocktail peanuts. I was sitting next to him on the couch. No, but I really don't feel like being funny tonight. I think Wayne would have liked me to tell a story or one of his times together, such as I remember Team Felber used to host these crazy sex parties at their condo. Everything was great until he tried to stick his finger in my butt one too many times. So anyway, I don't feel like being funny, but maybe I actually, I think I'll do a couple of jokes. Just for a moment, let's assume there's a marching band, for all intents and purposes, over here at the moment. Hey, could you guys just keep it down? I'm trying to do a set and a tribute to my buddy Wayne. Who likes marching bands anyways? True story. So last week I went for a physical, right? The older we get, we need to see the doctor more often. I used to be 514 pounds, true story. I got down to 270 pounds, and my doctor's like, hey, you've gone from morbidly obese to obese. Like, next time I see you, I'll be fat. If you guys come back to the improv next time, I'll be chubby. I'll be able to go to my high school reunion in a bikini, Speedo. That's not funny, blame Wayne if you like it. No setup, no punchline, true story. Wayne used to send me pictures of his fecal matter if it looked like someone or something. True story. And he sent me a picture one time. He said, does this look like Lyndon Johnson? And I'm like, come on. Lyndon B. Johnson, the 36th President of the United States from Stonehill, Texas. He's like, no, Lyndon Johnson, my neighbor growing up. Remember I showed you? Like, oh yeah, I see it now. My family is German, Italian, Irish, Jewish. We eat, we drink, we fight, and then we have a crap load of guilt to deal with afterwards. Wayne would have liked that one. That's a new one of mine. A true story. My current wife, she's going through a midlife crisis. She said she was going to bedazzle her vajayjay. For those of you who don't know what a vajayjay is, it's that thing between the woman's legs that you, I know you know this, Sharon, that keeps you from punching her in the face when she doesn't shut up during football. So my wife, she's from the South. She bedazzled her vajayjay, kind of like a mullet, you know, like all business in the front and party in the back, right? You know, we're having sex in the Wile E. Coyote mud flaps. They come down, Leonard Skinner, next thing you know, they're performing to Sweet Home Alabama. I mean, an arm pops out of her vajayjay with a lighter. I swear to God, it's a true story. No, true story, I'm not a big fan of Facebook. Last week, they suggested I become friends with my ex-wife and become a fan of Satan. This is a woman who I didn't want to be married with in the first place. She cheated on me. She ended up with some guy she was playing internet poker with. When they said all in, apparently she didn't realize that it was, they were talking about her vajayjay. I'm not saying her vajayjay was big, but having sex with her was like doing the hokey pokey. You put your right arm in and take your right arm out. You put your right arm in and you shake it all about. That's it. True story. True story. Another true story? You guys have a true story. My family, you're skinny until you're 8 years old, and then you wake up one day and you're like the size of an Oompa Loompa. Back then, they didn't have like fat, you know, and chubby, you know, sizes. They had what? Have you guys heard this before? You know, and the only place, right? Wrong! We tried Sears. And my mother, she would take me to Ted's Automotive in the Husky section. I'm getting light. I'm sorry, I've got about half an hour left. Let me speed things up. How do you know the end of that one? And this one. No, but my buddy Wayne, he was a fighter. He fought, faced several maladies. He fought cancer and won twice. He fought cheesy comedy writing. I don't know if he ever got over. Diabetes. He lost one toe at a time. Obesity. I mean, who knew that he was 2 toes away from his goal weights, which was 250. You know, it's crazy. You know what his favorite food was? Tofu. Mikey, so soon? Wayne, I know you're watching. Please know I'm going to look after your beautiful wife, Sharon. I'm going to take care of her, especially in the green room after the show. You could join in or not join in as usual. No, but at this point, I'd like to. I've got a check here for $1,000 to Team Felber. And for those of you that can, I ask that you do. I had something else clever written down on these cards. Let me see. No, not really. So, Sharon, thank you. I love you guys so much. Love you guys. I love Wayne. And Team Felber.
One more time for G-Man, everybody. Man, that was good. I was gonna say, like, Wayne used to call me his personal Oompa Loompa, but that was great. Up next, you're gonna love this young man. Very funny. He knew Wayne as well and wanted to share some laughs as well. So please welcome to the stage, Andy, everybody. Andy!
So, the last time I saw Wayne was probably 3 years ago. I don't do this a lot, but I saw Wayne in the green room, and we bonded over the fact that we both worked at Christian bookstores as a kid. And I told him the only time I've ever shoplifted was at a Christian bookstore. I took 2 Christian cassettes, and I felt horrible about it for my entire life ever since then. And we talked about Christian bands, all these things, and I guess I just wanted to cement my place in hell, I suppose. But I just thought, like, again, I was like, well, would the Lord be upset with me for stealing something that I was going to praise Him with later? Like, I don't know. Well, I'll find out someday, I'm sure. But we both had a Christian background, but I grew up way more Christian than him. I grew up, what is that? Oh, well, no, I mean, like, more fundamental. Like, I'm sure he was the most Christian, and I definitely was not the most Christian, and I'll tell you why. My parents didn't believe in TV. We didn't have a TV in the house. We were very Baptist, fundamental Christian. Like, we were like the Duggars, except that no one ever wanted to molest me, I guess. I was like, what's wrong with me? But they didn't believe in TV, but they put a computer when I was 13 years old, 14 years old, in the middle of nowhere, in my bedroom, as a gay kid. So I was looking at porn, gay porn, all the time. Every second I got, I was looking at it. And it took 10 minutes for a dick to download, but it was worth it in my view. And my parents had no idea what was going on, so I never covered my tracks. I had no idea what was going on, or they had no idea, until one day I got called home, and my parents the principal called and said, you need to come home right away. And I go, well, 2 things could have happened. Either they found the porn, or Grandma's dead. And never in my life have I wanted Grandma to be dead more than that moment. So I was going home the whole time. I'm like, shit. What am I going to say? I'm like, maybe Grandma's dead, but I'm sure they found the porn. And my dad goes, they found the porn. They go, what do you have to say for yourself? Are you gay? And I'm like, well, no, I'm like just looking. He's like, my dad was like, just for me, it would be nice if I saw like one woman in any of this. I'm like, it's kind of weird that your dad is like emotionally invested in like what you're jerking off to. So I was like, oh, I'm so sorry that I didn't. But they ended up putting the computer into the living room. They put a Bible next to it, and they put Net Nanny there, and they go, Net Nanny. But I'm still smarter than them. I'm a gay teen who wants to be looking at some porn. So I'm like, I downloaded this program that looks at what they're doing, or like what the Net Nanny, like the keyboard strokes, and it's like, the password is Psalms 130, and I like look it up in the Bible, and it's like yielding not to temptation. I'm like, these fucking people. But I was under suspicion every time. My mom was like, she's like, what's your email address? I'm like, Andrew@hotmail.com. She's like, hotmail.com. Like, I don't fucking think so. You think you're a hotmail? Like, Mom, that's like the address. It's all thing. But when you grow up, like, there was no sex ed when you grew up that way. Like, we had no, basically, I learned stupid stuff, and I believed it for the longest amount of time as possible. I had a friend who said sex was kissing, and the more you kiss, the more balls you got. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, my dad has like 50 balls. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right, like, who knows? I looked at it like he was like carrying it like a sack. I'm not gonna have sex with this person. He has like 50 balls. He has probably tons of diseases. I don't think so. But anyway, the whole thing is, Wayne was awesome, and he I told this whole thing to him, and he gave me a lot of advice. He was very nice, and I like to think that either he's watching gay porn in heaven, or he is listening to my stolen Christian cassettes. So, have a good night.
One more time for Andy, everybody! Up next, this guy is a really good friend of mine. I knew him from the first day I started doing comedy. Really good friend of Wayne's. I'm sure we all know him as well. Needs no introduction. Please welcome to the stage, Jordan Garnett, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Oh my God. Hey, God bless Wayne. That was funny. Yeah. I don't know where to start off with. Did we go to the Michigan trip? Let's do the Michigan trip. Let's go right to the root. Right to the root. That was Wayne, man. The first time I met Wayne told me, 17 years old, March 24th, 2009, I walked up like Cintron did, and I go, hey, Wayne. And Wayne was so fat by that time, and now I'm gaining his weight, and that's why I'm having this. You know what I mean? Wayne would laugh his ass off. It looks like a Sharpay shat on my face. Yeah, that's it. I got like fucking 8 chins, and Wayne would love it. Yeah, oh my God. If I had a Batman mask, I'd put it on fucking now. There we go. All right, so I'll take it off. There we go. I can't throw it off. Over there, I'll sign it later. So, coolest thing, man. I want to talk about my boy, though. I want to talk about my boy a little bit. He came out, and Wayne did not care. He didn't care what you thought. He had a vision. He wanted to help people, and he wanted to be funny. And I think he did that as a proof of you guys tonight. I want to hear you guys, proof of you guys tonight. So I will tell you how Wayne turned into like Dr. Phil all of a sudden, though. If you ever met this fucker, the first time you met him, you're like, I fucking hate this fat asshole. So he'd come out and be like, yeah, it's your first time, and you know, Renee hooks me up with tater tots. I worked with her at the movie theaters years ago, and you know, me and Sharon, we got Monkey. We're doing good. And you know, man, don't ever try to come up to the Improv again. You're gonna suck some dick. Wayne would come out every night and bring the heat. Bring the heat every single time. So I brought him on the road. I want to go back to that. I bring him on the road. He was so funny. Oh my God, was he so funny. The best part about it was, Wayne was, I didn't realize when you're at that weight, and I'm getting it right now, which is good. I'm doing the Wayne. Yeah, I got stretch marks for Wayne every month that he's been gone. I'm counting them, all right? 1, 2, there we go. He'd be proud. Oh, don't say wow, ew. Unless that's Wayne's mom. Who said wow? Who? Gross. But I go, wait, where are we gonna stop? Where are we gonna stop and eat? Where are we gonna stop and eat? Be like, I think Arby's, we could do the sliders. You know, that's fresh deli meat. If we only eat like 16 of them, it's still healthy. Don't ever tell Sharon. Yeah, that is right. And I get so mad because I never found anything like Sharon and Wayne had. So literally, Wayne would get his little panties, and I'm wearing I'm not wearing his actual panties. But Wayne had like these compression panties like this. It's cool. It keeps the sweat, your balls smell nice, it soaks up the sweat. But Wayne would sit there in the hotel and put the phone on his gut, let it rest, and go, yeah, Sharon, I'm telling you, Jordan's acting up again. I offered him some SpaghettiOs and a quick, easy mac and cheese, but he's acting up again. One of the funniest guys I've ever met, and thank you guys for coming out, for real. I'll go more into Wayne though. We were doing Eagles Lounge. Eagles Lounge, if you don't know about that, you could smoke. Oh my God. Like you inhale that, yeah, I hear people in the background like, oh yeah. You inhale that, you automatically have emphysema in that place. It's just like being a part of like Uncle Buck's bowling alley. Like it's crazy. So Wayne's like, hey, look, you're drunk, everybody else is drunk, but you're the most sober. Can you knock it out for me? I knocked it out of that park, and then we adopted cats that night. Wasn't that an adopting cats? Yes, it was adopting cats. Wayne always had something else. Monkey came from. Oh wow, that's where Monkey came from. So you can always help somebody. All right, let me go. Thank you for my light. I know I wasn't even supposed to go up tonight, but you're welcome, Sharon. Let me go deep. Can I go deep and be like really sad? I'm gonna go deep. Let me go big time deep. So like I said, I met Wayne March 24th, 2009, a week after I turned 17. Wayne, this whole place smells like Wayne to me. Anytime I walk into this building, this is after this building was redone. I guess it was a smaller Improv, and that's where they met in the back lobby. But the first time I met Wayne, like I said, I don't know comedy without Wayne, and I don't want to know comedy without Wayne, and I miss him so much, and I love you guys so much, and thank you guys for coming out and supporting my dad, my friend, and all that shit. So thank you guys. I'm sorry. I love
Let him hear. Give him more time for Jordan Garnett, everybody. Oh my God. No, Wayne was like my big brother, man. It's gonna be weird not seeing him around here when we come to Mike's, but it was great. That was a great story. Jordan has a ton of those stories with Wayne, and definitely we'll be talking about them later. Who has a shot, by the way? Anybody drinking? Get a shot. Get her a shot. Someone just give her the shot so she gets more antibodies. I don't know. Will protect you from the flu. Or, I don't know. You have a shot. Let's do a shot real quick for Wayne and being here tonight. All you guys really celebrating and bringing some great energy here to Wayne Felber, where he is in heaven, smiling down upon us. Thank you all for coming out here. Here we go. Cheers. Ow! One more time for Sharon as well. Such a beautiful angel. You are my favorite comedy wife. I meet a lot of them out here. I like a lot of them, but you are my favorite, bar none. So with that going said, are you guys ready for your featured act tonight? You're gonna love him. We all know him. He is our comic whisperer. He's a mentor of mine. I remember the first mic I did. He was here as well. So please welcome my papa in comedy, Mr. Ramone Garcia.
Give it up for all these crybabies in here tonight! Fuck, Jordan! Gotta cheer these people up! Fun with you guys. Gotta fuck with my guys. We good? Are we good? Alright. Let's give it up for the great comedians we came to see here tonight. Alright? In memory of a great comedian just passed. Ron McDonald. Joking, I'm joking. You guys took this shit serious? She's laughing. You guys are like, fuck, bro, it's a comedy show, bro. Chill out. Eat the fucking wings, man. Come on. It's okay. Relax. I'm really almost too comfortable in death just because my dad has died, a bunch of uncles, cousins, just constant. Like, I'm constantly at funerals, and I was like, I kind of know how to navigate through them. Like, you gotta get high. You know what I mean? They never know you're high. You're like, I'm crying. Fucking high as shit right now. How do you get through it? Oh, man, it's just, you know. Well, you're expecting an answer. Shit. I don't know. I'm trying to top everybody's story. I don't, like everybody, we're trying to come up with a set. Like, how do we come up with a set? Let's just talk about Wayne. We'll hope it gets funny, and then we'll do a closer. We'll do a shot. Actually. Yeah, like they said, first time with Wayne, like we grew up together at the old Palm Beach Improv. You remember the other side where it was like a shoebox? Yeah. And, you know, we grew up on the open mics, man. We were just young bucks trying to get our way in. And he always got on me like, hey man, you always win these damn contests. You got good jokes, but it's not the sound effects. That's all it is, man. You got those sound effects? I can't do those, man. You've been on the damn contest, man. Always doing those sound effects. And like Jordan, I've been on the road with Wayne, and it is scary. Because you gotta stay in the same room, and he will terrorize you. I couldn't sleep all weekend. We were in Naples, in one of their finest motels. You know, the fine ones, you know, the real ones with the AC is like right here. Hey man, keep it down. He was like, you snore a lot. Like, I was like, the whole weekend, I was like, he's gonna put something in my mouth, I swear to God. I do snore, I'm one of those. I deny it, but yeah, I do snore. I'm like, he's gonna put something in my mouth. I was like constantly waking up. But yeah, he did like to mess with people. Like I remember, we went to, we had to kill some time before the gig because it was we did a Friday night, stayed overnight, and then we had to do a Saturday, so we had to kill out Saturday. And I've also never told this story before, so this is the first time before. We're killing some time, and we're in the parking lot, and I don't know, Wayne's just like, we got killed 20 minutes, we're like, we're not even in the movie theater yet, and we're having a conversation. He never breaks the conversation, but he keeps the car on, right, and he just keeps putting it in reverse. Never backs up, just puts it in reverse. He waits for somebody to get there like he's gonna get out, and then he puts it back in park. And then he waits for them. He's like, yeah, man, that football team, that's what that game together. Wait. And then he puts it back in reverse. Just as soon as they pull away, he puts it back in reverse. And then he turn back, back and back. People are like, fuck you, motherfucker, just keep going on. He's like, somebody's gonna fight you. No, man, I do this all the time, man. This is fun.
gotta be entertaining, man. And I wish that was the funniest part, but it gets worse. Man, all right. I mean, we never told this either. There's no setup, there's nothing here, but we're going to the movie, right? Grab our stuff, right? We're gonna hit the head first. We go to the bathroom. So I'm taking a piss. We're still talking. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie, whatever. And I don't realize that the floor is super fucking shiny. Because I'm calm, talking when I'm doing my thing. I zip up, and I look over. I knew his voice was in this direction, so it wasn't like, hey, I'm looking. And the stall's there, and I barely look down, and I just see a whole lot of flesh. And then like something that looked like a Coke can kind of going down this way. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, it just kept going and going, and I never saw the end of it. I'm like, that's his dick? Oh my God. We just kept talking. He didn't even realize. I was just like, kept the conversation. I couldn't tell him. I was just seeing him naked. He's gonna hold it over my head forever. Hey man, you saw my dick. How'd you think about it? Huh? Pretty big, huh? Put it in your mouth when you're snoring. I've held on to this whole time. I couldn't tell. I had to wait till he was gone to say that. Right now he's in heaven going, like, I'm still going to use it against you, man. My hog's coming in your dreams, brother. It's business in the front and business in the back, baby. So we need to have another memorial just for his cock. Everybody, so dig it up and give it up for Thor. That's what you were calling. I believe it. I would give it up for you. I think you need a medal. You need a medal. How good for you. Must have been like, I'll take the Grammy. Thank you very much. So if the ladies are wondering, the myth is true. Big guys, fucking. Woo! What? Like, woo! Give it up for fat cocks, all right. The things people will woo these days, right? You get behind anything. Fat cocks, fat cocks. Like the new challenge, the fat cock challenge. Here you go, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Yeah, feeling good. I feel like I don't know, I feel like I pulled something. Anybody train jiu-jitsu? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Right here? You train? Used to. Why don't you train anymore? The same thing, you got the muscle problem. This bitch fucking got on my fucking hair. I'm like, fuck you, bitch. Get me out of this triangle, woman. It's hard. Like, for women, I think it's, not easy, but for guys, especially like when you're a straight male, you have to get over this whole thing about having a man between your legs. When you're sparring, like the first time, you're like, don't get hard. It's not going to be a gay thing. It's just a friction thing. Just a friction thing. It's heat. It's hot. And no matter how my mother explains it, it always comes out gay. He's got to go roll around with the boys on the ground. What the fuck are you talking about? No, rolling around with men. Never mind. Never mind. Sound gayer as you go along. So, what belt did you get to? 2-stripe white belt. Hey. You fall into my ocean, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Not everybody could swim. That's how you feel when you do jiu-jitsu. You know one fucking thing. You just know one fucking pass, or you know one fucking choke. I know. Well, you guys are going to YouTube it later. And you should, because I got to tell you, fellas, nothing has helped my fuck game any better than jiu-jitsu. Who knew to get good with a woman in bed, you have to roll on the ground with a bunch of men? Never liked gladiators. Never saw the movies. Airplane reference, nobody got it. All right. Try to go with that, man. Oh, another thing too, man. Like, this is a sweet part of when, like, you never busted my balls for this. This was one of those sweet, endearing things. Like, I don't trust a lot of people, especially, with the family and stuff, but where I got a phone call, I would always sing my son to sleep. I would sing him a song. And Wayne was in the car, so I could have done the comic thing where I'm going to go smoke or I'm going to go outside, but I was like, it was a moment, and boom, and I just started singing to him.
And I got done, and I was expecting Wayne to go like, hey man, what the fuck was that? And the guy had a tear in his eye. And he was just like, he loved it. He was like, you're the best dad. And he praised me for it like all the time. I always forgot it, but he always reminded me of that song. See if I can still remember it. I wrote it myself, so bear with the song lyrics. I'm sorry, I'm not an R&B singer. Shit, I forgot my song. Papa, I love you. Papa, I love you, my papa, my papa. I love you. I love you. I love you, my papa, my papa. There's more to it, but that's the chorus. I love you, Papa. And I love you, Wayne, for not giving me shit for that, because we're sensitive as comics. We're sensitive. We're sensitive, you know? We're still human beings, you know? So we need that. Yeah, that's what we do up here. Like I don't know, I'll do the jokes first and then I'll explain them later. Like, you guys have driven the 95, right? That thing has never been finished, am I right? Like, the I just stands for one thing, incomplete. And as my father used to say, incompletation. You put ishation at the end of every word, incompletation. Yeah, you know? And, driving in South Florida is like driving on Mario Kart. I'm saying, you live in West Palm, it's like level 1, like bam, 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 oh shit, it's turtle, bam, bam, bam. But as soon as you get to Miami, it's like you get that little story. Oh shit, the cops going out. Then it gets stuck on your shit. Come on, I don't need points right now. Give me the damn seatbelt now. You're choking yourself. Give me a fucking seatbelt. You really now you realize it's a taxi the whole time. Shit! What are you tailgating me for? See the guy who bought the old cop car. Sir, do you know how many blunts I've eaten because of those guys? Sitting at a red light, minding my own business, right? That's that shit. Oh shit! He's smoking a blunt too. Hey man, take the light off! Confusing us. The last show I'll leave with you too is my father. He came to this country, didn't know the language, but he always give you that story, and it's the same story whether you come from Ireland, Africa, or anywhere in between. All right. I came to this country with $20 and 2 pairs of jeans. What the fuck have you done today? Like, Nintendo level 3. What do you want from me? I don't know. You spoiled me. I looked at your report card last night. What are you, stupid? Huh? You think you're going to pass with these grades? I told you I need you to have good grades, huh? No, good grades. I deserve good grades. If I were to sing your report card, it sounds like fugita. You deserve Abba. What are you failing anywhere? See your man? The math. 2 plus 2. The science. Look at the bird. It exploded. That's how hot it is. The English. How the hell you fail the English? Don't I speak English to you every day? Mujer, ¿cómo que no sabe inglés todo el día? Yo hablo inglés y no sabe inglés. Es un pendejo, no sabe 3 carajos. Fuck, you don't know English. Now, this is something I've also never shared on stage, but this is a great time to do it because it's starting for all of us. Great. Those 2 jokes were written because my dad actually died on 95. So you can make trauma with comedy, you can make something pleasurable, and learn how to live with life, you know what I mean? So it's still there, the memory's still there, but I've reprocessed it through a joke, and it helps me to bring awareness to slow down, fuckers. It's Florida. We're all fucking late. Go to the fucking beach. I love you guys. I love Wayne. I love you, Sharon. Thank you guys so much for your time. God bless everybody. One more time for Ramone Garcia!
Download his special on Amazon Prime, Not Too Deep. Get that. It's a great comedy album to get on your time off and listen to. Up next, are you guys ready for your headliner tonight? West Palm Beach, start clapping it up, start clapping it up. You've seen them on Army Wives. You've seen them on many different television shows like oh man, I forgot the other one that I liked them on. Please welcome a legend in Florida, Dean Napolitano!
All right, thank you. I'm gonna hand everybody a song tonight. Come on, clap it up. Oh my God, we are learning way too much about things we don't need to know about. All right, now we know why Sharon's been happy for the last umpteen years. And why Wayne's poor mom is traumatized tonight. His son had a big dick. Oh, I gotta go. We learned a lot. We learned that Jordan met Wayne on To Catch a Predator. He was 17. That's a great joke. I'm sorry if you didn't laugh. I'm so close. You gotta laugh at shit, man. Everybody has. It's been a long year for everyone, right? It's been a long year. Get another drink. Drink up. Fuck it. Drink up. Drink up. Drink up. Get a shot. Gotta do shots. That's what you do. Shit your pants on the way home. That's what happens when you. Because when you're in your teens, you go, how old are you? You're 20, what? 4, 24, 25? Come on, Batman. What do you got? Give me something. 30? All right, you can still do shots, mix liquors, you can mix alcohols. You know, you'll go to Taco Bell at 2 a.m., right? Yeah. What happens to you? You go to Taco Bell at 2 a.m. You shit your pants in the drive-thru. You're like, oh shit. I deal with a 91. I live with my 91-year-old Italian father. That's tough. Yeah. 91. It's a caretaker. I'm a caretaker. You ever been a caretaker? This guy, you look like you're in a coma. What happened? You look like you're in shock right now. You're looking at me all wide-eyed, like, what the hell's he talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about old guys, like 91-year-old guys. You ever wash an old man's balls? You ever do that? You don't know what you're missing, fella. You don't know what you're missing. Never washed his balls. I have to tell him to wash his balls. I was locked in with him during the whole, the whole shutdown, you know what I mean? 15 days, yeah, we did it. But by day 16, I tried to smother that fucker with a My Pillow. You know how hard that is? He's like, I can breathe, dipshit. It molded to my face. That's the whole pitch. That's the whole pitch. It molds to your head. I love my father. He's great, but caretaking's tough. I don't know if you're ever a caretaker for a parent, because as your parent, my dad's got hearing aids. Hearing aids work great. We're all going to need them. But you got to charge your hearing aids. You know what I mean? Because I'll be out with him for dinner, and I'll be like, Pop, what are you getting? I can hear his hearing aids screaming for power. You hear me? I'm like, Pop. He's like, what? Pop. He thinks there's a fucking Amber Alert going off. There's a kid on 95. Alvarez. White Toyota. Alvarez. Fucking out of his mind, man. I don't know what to do with him. He's crazy, man. I tell you, that's why I love silver alerts. They're great. I'm all for the silver alert. They always find them. They find these kids. Amber alerts, your shot is in. You know what I mean? Amber alerts, it's a good system, but they don't really find a lot of those kids. The seniors, they always find them because they're just wandering around on a little vacation. And let me tell you, as someone who takes care of a 91-year-old, sometimes I come home, I toss them the keys, they say, Pop, get us a pizza. See you in 5 hours. Sometimes you need a break, man. See, people want to laugh, be like, does he really fucking do that? That's really bad if he does that. I know, people, I'm kidding, man, I'm kidding. I have to do like, I used to do, I am. Who said you're right? What do you think? These are jokes, fuckers. I had to do like a shower assist for a while. I didn't have to like wash it. I was joking about washing. I didn't really wash, but I had to tell him because he can't wear the hearing aids in the shower. And we got the shower seat, and there's a bar. In case you ever go through, there's a bar on the wall they gotta hold on to so they can wash their ass. And he's grabbing, and I'm yelling at him because he can't hear. I'm like, Pop, wash your balls! He's like, what? It looks like a rape scene from the show Oz on HBO. Messes with the father-son relationship when you're in that point of life. You'll get there to enjoy these things. But he does. He's got the hearing aids, man. We go out to eat. Like he says shit to people. We were at Olive Garden. I know that's a sin for Italians to go to Olive Garden. It's a sin. But he loves it. He loves it. It's assault. You know, we go there. He likes the soup and salad. And he just says, he doesn't give a shit what he says to people. He's got no editor. So the waitress walks up to us. She looks at us and she goes, "Can I get you gentlemen a drink?" My father looks at her face. He goes, "You know you got a narrow head." She says, "Excuse me?" He goes, "Your head, it's narrow." She storms off, visibly upset, right? My father looks at me and goes, "What the hell's wrong with her?" I go, "Pop, you just told the waitress she looks like a Greyhound race dog, you idiot." His only joy in life is making young cashier people like fry their brain when he's at the supermarket. Like he's one of them even change fucking guys, you know? You know what I mean? It comes to $2.52 and he hands the kid, $3.02 and he's like, "Watch his brain fucking melt. Watch this." And then he looks at the kid like, "You don't even know what to do. You don't know what to do, do you, dickhead?" We were at McDonald's. We were at McDonald's before shit went crazy, right? He goes in. He always finds the youngest kid behind the register. He's like this. They look at me and goes, "Watch this, watch this, watch this." He walks up to the kid. He's like, "Give me a number 4." And he hands the kid a $2 bill, a Susan B. Anthony dollar, and 4 quarters. He goes, "Figure that out, dipshit." The kid's like, "I need a manager." And he's excited. They don't even know it's money. He doesn't even know it's money. Idiots. It's my entertainment, man. We went to the Kohl's department store, right? You got a Kohl's department store around here? It's a great store. It's a great store. It's the only store in the country you can buy $18 worth of shit, and the woman behind the register looks you in the eye and says, "You saved $750 today." The fuck? And here's $10 cash. How the hell are you open? It's a pack of underwear, bitch. You're lying. What do you got, the Asian kids in the stockroom making the shit right here? Oh, you don't like slave labor jokes? Okay, I'll take that. You think that shit's that cheap being made by regular folk? No. Those are Uyghurs in freaking China making that shit. Poor bastards. 4 people are up on current events. Thanks for hanging in there. You know what I mean? I take them out. It's hard. I don't even know what to do with myself anymore. You know what I mean? You would have been married 64 years to my mom before she passed. 64 years, man. Yeah, thanks for clapping. I appreciate it, but it's not necessary, because in the end, she wanted to stab that bastard with a steak knife every day. Because that's a lot of years married. I don't know. Mrs. Felber, this is where you at? Yeah, that's like, she knows. She's like, "I'm Mrs. Felber, bitch. Don't take my title. You gotta wait till I pass to fucking take the Felber title, bitch. You better hug it out. She'll hold that shit against you for years." That's how mother-in-laws work. She's like, "This bitch taking my title?" How long you been married to your husband right there, Mrs. Felber? 48 years. And you love him, right? You love him. But there's days where you want to choke him with a biscuit, am I right? Good guy. I heard the other guy bitching about the F word over there. He's like, "I don't like the word fuck, except when I jam my toe at home. I say fuck." He's out there. It's one of your husband's friends. Am I right? The husband. I'm going to choke you to death for that answer right there. I'm about to come out there and put a fucking grip on you. I got him, Wayne. I got this guy. I love Mrs. Felber. Wayne told me the story about taking him to Black Santa. Am I right, Black Santa? I love that. You were progressive before anybody. Nice. When you were working, you were saying this, they were at a mall and they wanted to see Santa, and White Santa's line was a mile long, 3 hours. Black Santa had 3 kids, and you said, "Fuck it, we're going to Black Santa." You weren't progressive. You just didn't want to wait on that long-ass white line is what it was. That funny shit. God, I love you. Wayne told me that story, I died. That's a bad joke to say right there. I should say that. Wayne, it's a funny story, right? It's a hilarious story. 48 years, you said? 48? Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. Who's the guy in the striped shirt bitching about the F word in the bar over there? That guy, he's right there. He just turned around. Like, I heard that guy. Yeah, is that the guy? No, that's Jim's story. That's not him. Where's that other old fucker? Where'd he go? He's not here anymore. Anyway, I just thought I saw Wayne's ghost. You got his hat on. You just freaked me out right there. Holy shit. I thought he just popped back in the building. You don't talk about my big dick when I'm not here. Just scared the shit out of me. Dude. Well, my parents would have been 64 years. God love you, 48-year-old. I said, what, that's gold now? 50 years is gold anniversary? That's a good one. Are you going to get them gold for the anniversary? 2 years from now? Oh, wow, that's nice. Yeah. My parents, 64. My mother, she was in the hospital at the end. She'd get out. She'd like to go to... She tried to kill my father at Outback Steakhouse. You believe that shit? You can't even make that up. She would go to Outback. My sister was in town. My son was like 12. My dad's there. My dad, when he goes to eat, he doesn't talk. He's just every Italian, when they hit 85, every meal's the Last Supper. They don't think they're going to eat again. And then he talks right away and shit's flying everywhere, man. It's like somebody put a biscuit in a wood chipper. He'll look up from his plate and there's corn on his temple. Have you ever seen that? And there was no corn at the meal. How does that happen? Pop, that corn was on Friday. It's Tuesday. What the hell's going on here? So we go to Outback Steakhouse. Because my mom liked to go there and get a steak, right? So we get out. She got a hospital. We're there, and we're having my dad. My mother controlled the books in the house. It's always that one of the people always controls the money. Am I right? Right? So that was her, and she was an accountant, right? So she'd make him get the Outback Special. That's a sirloin and 2 sides. If you're not familiar with the menu, it's a horrible meal, right? My father doesn't give a shit. He's there to eat, right? So we get the meal, right? The waiter drops the plate. My father, before it's even down, like, the waiter's like, Jesus, almost lost a pinky. Right? He's like, ah. I'm not paying attention to this animal. I'm listening to my mother talk, my son. All of a sudden, my son starts hitting me. He goes, Dad. I go, what's up? He goes, I think Pop is choking. Yeah, you ever been in that situation where you're at a restaurant, you don't know if someone's choking? So you don't know, you start asking questions because you don't want to just jump up and start humping your dad at the Outback, you know what I mean? So I go, Pop, are you all right? He looks at me and goes, I want to put the whole family in a wood chipper. Nobody's that fucking happy, okay? They're full of shit on that show. The kids go to work with their dad, and it's like fun. You ever go to work with your dad in the 70s? My dad was a carpenter. He's like, pick up the hammer, pick up the fucking hammer. The thing is with that show, and I'm not, and you probably noticed it since you watch it, if you haven't seen it, every house looks the same to us guys. Every house is gray and white. There's pillows on every couch. She puts words on every wall in every room, right? You walk in the kitchen, it says eat. Right? Wine. The living room says family gather. Are you coming home from a 10-hour day at work, forgetting what to do in every room of the house? Listen to this shit. Are you getting home from a hard day's work, looking at your stove like, what the hell is this for? Eat. I'm in the kitchen! Who the hell are these kids on my couch? Family. Holy shit, I got kids! I was married 9 years, right? There was never a problem in the kitchen or the living room. The problem is always the bedroom. Can we agree on that? You want to put words on the wall? Put words on the bedroom wall. Eat. Good job. Family. No more family, bitch. That's it. 3 is it. I just hate those shows because the men never have a say in how the house looks. They're just the driver. Okay, that's how. Okay, whatever you want, man. They just drive, and they agree with everything. They have no opinion. And they always try to make up for it at the end of the episode. They make him a piece of furniture out of the condemned barn on the back of the property from 1860 that his great grandfather did woodworking in, right? And at the end of the show, they're like, "Hey, Chad, since you had nothing to do with the way your new house looks, we decided to make you this beautiful dining room table out of your great grandfather's woodworking shed from 1860 that was condemned." And Chad's like, "Why the fuck would you do that?" And then they pack up and leave, and then 3 months later, he's at the breakfast table and his kids are eating Lucky Charms, coughing up blood, and Chad's like, "What the fuck? That's because great-grandpa had tuberculosis back in 1860. And you burn condemned wood, you don't make shit out of it, right? Tuberculosis spoke too much on a celebration of life episode of Sharon. I said, okay, it's fine. Wayne was like, that's sweet. They have another show called Tiny Houses. Have you seen that bullshit? See, they love, like, my girl loved those shit. That tiny house, every woman thinks she can live in a tiny house. She's like, I can do that. I'm like, bitch, we got a 4-bedroom with too much shit. You can't do that. You live in a tiny house. As soon as you walk in, you're in the living room. You get home from work, there's one sweater on the floor, you lose your shit. The house is a fucking mess! Tiny house. You gotta take a stair, like a ladder stair up to your bedroom, right? It's always the stair, like your kitchen's there, your living room, then you take the stair to your bedroom. You teabag your wife going to bed every night. Is that good for a marriage? Depends on what you're into. I don't worry about it. Oh, everybody's getting crazy times right now, right? That's why when everything happened with the germs and this and that. My kids have been germ free since they were born. My kids, like my ex-wife / girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, yeah, it's a long story. And so I say that because we were married 9 years, we got divorced, and then 3 years later I went back with my ex-wife. Yeah, that was like breaking out of prison, and then 3 years later going, I wonder what the guys are doing. Maybe I'll go back to prison for awkward sex and bad food. That was a good time. But she made my kids germ free, and I was like, I grew up in a family of 8. I mean, it was 8, I was the youngest of 8, you know? My daughter was worried about all the germs and the thing, and I'm like, I ate gum off the driveway. We're gonna be all right. In the 70s, you know what I mean? We bobbed for apples and other kids' saliva and snot to get a quarter out of there that your dad had in his pocket the night before from a poker game with the neighborhood guys. We were tough. We were tough, we built forts, right? We fucking built forts. We hung rabbit's feet from our clothes for good luck, right? We looked like Daniel Day-Lewis in Last of the Mohegans. I'm like, fuck with me. I don't know, man. My kids, when hand sanitizer first came out, I just got divorced, and my kids they walk in, they get into my truck, and it's clipped to their belt, right? And they were like, my ex-wife made them germ-free, right? Excuse me, I go, what the hell's that? They go, it's hand sanding, Dad. I go, what is that? They go, it's great. It's like washing your hands, but without water. I'm like, that makes no fucking sense, but all right, I'll give it a shot. So they put it in my hand, and I did the hand sanitizer, but then I touched my eyes, and that shit burns. You ever do that? You ever get hand sanitizer in your eyes? It's not good. I always touch my eyes whenever I put like lotion on it. Like my ex-girl would be like, you need lotion on your hands, they're rough. And then I touch my eyes with lotion. You ever get lotion? It's like you're a sick fish at the aquarium. It's all blurry and shit. I don't even use lotion. I don't even use lotion when I masturbate. I don't. I use Clear Ice lubricating eye drops to masturbate. I've done this joke so long. This way, if you touch your eyes afterward, you actually see better. You'll go blind that way? Bullshit. This is Clear Ice lubricating eye drops. Sorry, I almost spit on you guys. It's not good there. That's an old one. What do you mean, the phrase? Yeah, that's a great one. You'll go blind that way. That's what they used to tell you. I'm over here, sir. That's an even older one. I don't know, man. I think where to go to next. Still can't get Wayne's big penis out of my head. Just talking to his picture in the back, I'm like, great. Now I got to know you had a bigger penis than me. That's great, buddy. I know, it's going to be good. The holidays are coming now. Oh, I'll do this little joke. This is a good one. Like, you guys ready for, like, first we got, what the fuck's first? Halloween. Oh, man, these kids, they get driven around to trick-or-treat. They got phones, right? They got Amber Alert in case they happen to get nabbed, right? They go, like, they're like little royalty, right? When we go out, they go out for like an hour, these little spoiled fucks, because they already have candy every day of the week. We used to go out, we go out in taxi, we did shifts. We were like a Denny's waitress. We did like a double. You know what I mean? You had a pillowcase in case it rained, shit didn't break. Nobody ever got kidnapped, right? Because you beat the shit out of that pervert with the freaking candy bag. If someone, no helmets, no phones, no Amber Alert. If we got kidnapped, our best shot at being found was a fucking milk carton. That's how you got found. You had a hope that the guy that saw you get kidnapped and thrown into a van was eating breakfast the next morning, looked at his milk and said, holy shit, I think I saw that kid. Because we had balls in the 70s. We would go blocks to get the good shit. You knew there was a 2 miles away, if there was a 3-size Musketeer bar being handed out, you walked that shit. People would scare you. They would fucking, they call it trick or treat. It should just be called treats today. You can't trick a kid today. You trick a kid today, you go to jail. You got an ankle bracelet. You're a weirdo. In the 70s and 80s, they came out with real shit. Real chainsaws. You're like, oh my God, I just shit my pants. You run home with shit in your pants, run into a friend, go, they got a real chainsaw. I shit my pants. I'll be back. I'm going to go back. You did, man. That's just the way it was. You go fucking blocks for that freaking 3 months. Sometimes you would get a candy bag in your candy bag. The little white bag with a pumpkin on it. You remember that shit? Stuffed with good shit. You couldn't wait to get home, right? Right? It's like 1978, swear to God. In 1978, Selden, New York, I'm trick-or-treating. I'm with my older brother, a couple friends. He's 15, my sister's 16. We go out. I'm like 9. I get to this house. I get one of them special candy bags. It was like Christmas and Halloween. It blew my fucking mind. I get home, I can't wait to open it up. I open this bag up, swear to God. Inside this bag was a wooden match, a cigarette, and a tampon. The guy played a trick. I swear to God, it's a true story. Why would I lie? Every kid in Selden, Long Island got a wooden match, a cigarette, and a tampon. Tampon. And every parent laughed their ass off, too. If that was today, those parents would triangulate those fucking cell phones to that guy's house. FBI, CIA would be there, Fox News, CNN, right? They'd have an ad at the news, Selden Psycho, getting kids hooked on tampons and cigarettes, more than 11. I didn't know, I was like, what is this shit? My brother's cracking up, he's 15, I'm looking at it, he goes, it's no big deal, buddy. You smoke the tampon, shove the cigarette in your ass, that's how it works. You're clapping, my ass is up to a pack a day, you know what I mean? It's not a good habit when you're in front of Chili's. Hey, how you doing, Bob? Halloween, 78. Terrible habit, terrible habit. Yeah, the kids. Kids good? All right, good. Yeah. You guys are fun. This is a great fucking cause. You're a great event, great guy. I love Wayne. Used to talk to Wayne a lot. Yeah, we got a little video we're going to show you after I wrap this up. We would talk about comedy a lot. I bust his balls, he busts my balls. Here's my story about Wayne. Sharon, you know, and I could say whatever I want to him. When he was losing toes and shit, and he would fucking make fun of my hair or make fun of my fucking Italian hair, whatever. We just didn't, and he would call me and we would talk and yeah, it sucks. I mean, that's all you can say. It sucks. I think it was like 3 years after I met him, 2 years, I can't remember. We were in a club, I think it was in Sebastian, and I think you were there. It was that little wine bar, and I'm just getting to know Wayne and some of his health issues, and he's telling me, and I'm getting all choked up. He's telling me about cancer and diabetes, and I'm like, I'm about to cry. And then after he's done with the story, he reaches in his pocket and pulls out a bunch of hard candy. He goes, want a hard candy? I go, what the fuck? I was like, get rid of that shit. They were sugar-free. I'm like, what, your teeth are next. I'll never fucking forget that day. I always busted his balls about it. It was good. I want to say this is a great thing that everybody came out. Mrs. Felber, I never met you. Mr. Felber, good luck in 5 years when she tries to kill you to get rid of you for that. 48, 50, she's going to be like, you're still hanging around, fucker? Jesus. But I never met you guys, and then seeing you all here now and hearing you speak, like I was going to say something in there, but then I saw you go, and I said, I ain't following that shit. And then she went, and I said, I definitely ain't following that shit. I'll wait till I'm in there. But this is a great cause. Donate to the Team Felber if you get a chance. Go online and... Does a lot of good. I'll tell you one thing, the man loved comedy, and you have to, listen, I'm going to tell you, I didn't want to piss anybody off tonight because he could take a joke. I almost came up to taps, I really did, because I knew he would have laughed his ass off. But some of these people have been like, that's fucked up. He would have loved it, he would have cracked up. But that's what comics do. We're sick people, we're sick, demented individuals. And we get to say the shit you all can't or are thinking because we're fucking demented. So, I mean, we all just found out Jordan was on Catch a Predator with Wayne. I didn't know he met him at 17. I'm like, fucking Wayne likes cookies. I got the whole thing right here. This is it. And you married him. You're like, every man has baggage, right? Fuck it. The size of that dick, right? That's what I would have said. Said, thank you very much. We got a great video. Listen to this video right here. Watch this video. Jordan Garnett put this together, you guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
One more time for Dean Napolitano, everybody! Let's hear it for Ramone Garcia, Jordan Garnett, Andy, G-Man! Without further ado, let's play this video for Wayne Felber. Thank you, Sharon Felber, for doing this.
Passed away this morning from COVID. Today, Wayne Felber's fellow comedians are reflecting on his life. WPTV News Channel 5's Josh Navarro talked to them.
Family and friends who knew Wayne Felber describe him as a loving man, a man who cherished family and friends and wanted to change lives with one laugh at a time.
So far from hanging on the block of dope. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime. The night they took my friend. Try to black out, but it plays again. When it's real, feelings hard to consider. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half the breath. I know you're still living your life after that.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is comedian Mark Vieira. Quick message. So sad to hear about Wayne's passing. I just want to say he did what he wanted to do with stand-up comedy. He wanted to bring light. He wanted to bring laughter, and that's exactly what he did. I remember working with him, and just really recognizing how wonderful a person that he was, and his light shines always. Wayne, you'll be missed, and we love you, brother.
Heaven is smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you, till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me the strength I need to proceed, strength I need to believe. My thoughts bigger, just can't define. Wish I could turn back the hands of time. Us in the States, shopping new clothes and kicks. You and me taking flicks, making hits, stages they receive you on. Still can't believe you gone. Give anything to hear half it rap. I know you still living your life after that.
Still in shock that I'm kind of making this video. Wayne was the sweetest, kindest person who always wanted people to feel appreciated and involved, and he will be greatly missed for his talent as well as his heart. My heart goes out to his family.
I always appreciated, especially during COVID, you constantly call in, check in on me, make sure I was doing good, knowing how that was affecting me. And I knew during that, obviously, it was affecting you too. But you were thinking of me, thinking of, making sure I was doing good. And that really meant a lot to me. I'm really gonna miss you, man.
Positive lyrics into